That's good.
Okay, so how do you differ from PayPal?
How are we different from PayPal? A few different ways. One is we don't use credit cards for anything. So we're trying to replace credit cards. So we move money from your checking account with the cooperation of your bank to another person's bank or another, maybe a retailer's bank. So if you're paying Chipotle, we're going to move money out of your bank account to Chipotle's bank account. Not using credit cards, nothing to do with credit cards.
So do you have to get special SEC privileges for this? I mean, do you have to line up banks with this? Are you considered a bank?
We are not considered a bank. We actually don't move funds. Essentially, we're the messenger. So while we do have to fall under the scrutiny of many OFAC and other consumer protection board and all sorts of other rules about what we do and how we do it and who we do it for. We can only move money within the United States. I can't move money for any terrorist organizations. I can't move money for narcotics purchases, firearms, tobacco. We've got an interesting list that we're not allowed to touch. But for Chipotle and stuff like that, it's great. We use ACH. We use the checking system.
Okay.
So we use your checking account number and your check routing number to identify where your funds are at the bank.
Okay.
And then we work with the bank to pull that out and move it to another bank, like Chipotle's bank, which I believe is Wells Fargo. And we don't touch the money, and we use something called tokenization. Tokenization exists, has been around for a while. You can tokenize anything.
Okay.
So anything that you want to keep secure. Maybe it's my name, maybe it's somebody's credit card number, maybe it's your routing number and account number. You hand that off to someone else that all they do is secure storage. They keep it.
Okay.
They keep it in a Ziploc bag and they freeze it in the bottom of the ocean in Iceland. I don't know what they do.
Okay. I'm following you.
And they give you back what's called a token, which is a fake. Usually it's a word. Maybe it's Peaches 42. Okay. So when you walk into Chipotle and you make a purchase, I tell your bank, let's say you're a Bank of America,
Right.
please dip into the Peaches 42 account for $7.36 and move it to Chipotle's account, and it goes into account, I don't know, Chevy Camaro 83.
Right.
And so if somebody were to be able to break the encryption that we use and see the information we're sending back and forth, well, right now if they saw it, it'd be gobbledygook because it's encrypted. But if they were to actually see what it was, it would say Peaches 42, $7, Camaro 83. The hacker would be pretty disappointed. Breach of Raspberry would not really help anybody.
Do you already have banks lined up? How does this work?
So, because we use your checking account information, anybody in the United States with a US held checking account can already use the app. You can download it for free.
Because of tokenization?
No, just because you have a checking account.
Wow.
So you download the app for free from raspberry.us. It works on Amazon devices, Android, Apple.
So people are already using this?
Yes. We just started last week moving money, and
I bet you're excited.
I'm super excited.
I bet you are. So what is it you need again? I know you mentioned it up there, but help me out
I
again.
need you to go to our website. Actually, is that an Android phone?
Yeah. But you said and ask for $1, and I'm not asking no dollar. I'm not asking
Okay.
for any
How about
dollar.
you sign up and I'll just send you $1?
I will be happy to sign up. So you're raspberry.us.
Raspberry.us.
Now, are you on Google Play?
Absolutely. We can download it now. You can use the free Wi-Fi here.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right?
Now, are you just trying to get the word out?
Well,
Are you trying to take over the world?
we're trying to
yes.
replace credit cards. Just say yes. Our goal is to make commerce easier and more secure for everybody. So we're trying to replace Visa.
Wow.
Visa, I think, started with the best intentions as Bank Americard in the 50s. And I believe it was a great idea back then. And it's an idea kind of really similar, since it has magnetic stripe on the back, really similar in my mind to cassette tapes. And it's time for it to go on the shelf at the Smithsonian and be respected for what it was. And it's over for credit cards. And it's time for you to use the computer in your pocket.
Right.
It's more powerful
Right.
than the first servers that moved Visa's transactions
Exactly.
to ensure your safety and security. So we can look at where you are when you make a purchase, and because the device has GPS capabilities, we can say, great, she's in Broomfield at Qdoba. This is normal for her. This is within her pattern. She travels within 15 miles on most days, and she makes purchases between $30 and
Right.
$47.
Right.
If you show up in Taipei on a Wednesday night buying an $18,000
Red
car,
Big red flag.
right away we know what's going on. So our fraud footprint is a lot smaller. Our risk is a lot smaller. Eventually we'll work with banks to allow you to use a line of credit. Right now we're limited by the fact that you can only use funds that are available in your checking account.
Wow.
Eventually we'll work with credit cards.
That's amazing.
I'm very excited about it.
No, I think it's really, and I'll tell you why I think it's amazing. It's just a personal story on my part. My daughter works for the brother of Elon Musk.
Okay.
And he was one of the founders of PayPal.
Yeah.
And if you research all that core group of people, you know,
Does she work at the kitchen?
Yes, she does.
Okay.
She does. Do you know those people down there?
I don't know Kimball
You've just-
and I don't know Elon, but
Right.
of course,
Right.
like Iron Man, David Beckham, and Elon
Right.
Musk are like my, you know.
Yes, right. They're a little weird, but they're okay. I know. So when I heard your idea, I was like, wow, who's the different PayPal?
Those sounds a lot like PayPal in like
And he made
1998.
millions on PayPal, you know, but it
worked out
came
well.
and went and moved on.
I think separating from eBay is going to be the best thing that PayPal has done in years. It'll allow them to, I believe they want to become the fifth brand. When you see payment acceptance marks at a door, you see Discover and American Express and Visa and MasterCard. I think they want PayPal to be the fifth one. I like what they're doing, but they've had 14 years. And when was the last
Not
time
much momentum.
When was the last time you were excited about PayPal?
Never.
It was probably a
No.
pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's a total pain in the butt. And I will try to bypass PayPal anytime I can.
Yeah, anytime somebody says, well, send me money, we accept it through PayPal.
And
you're
there's too many words, too much in the process, and I just don't want to mess with PayPal. I'd rather put my credit card stuff in to my own detriment.
Right.
Now that's not right.
That's not right at all.
Right.
So I'd rather you have an easier system that's more secure. You can use us to also receive money just like PayPal, or just like if you had a merchant account with Visa. So you can use it both ways.
So have you got your infrastructure set up already?
Yes.
Your whole software stuff, all that stuff set up?
Yes.
I have to go on the site and see. I think that's awesome.
Oh, sure. So formerly, I was the director of content for Colorado.gov, and I made sure Colorado's government agencies could accept credit card payments. And then in March, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation had me run through some ideas on how to move money. And then we got to the second round of interviews for Shark Tank, and that didn't go anywhere, but we're slowly but surely adding more users, more businesses, and eventually some angel investors and then more employees, and hopefully we'll employ a bunch of people
Do you have
here
an
in
office
Colorado.
here in Denver?
We're in Inglewood, but I'd love to move to Denver once we raise some funds.
So you have an office there, or you work?
Correct. We're actually, this is hilarious. Our office is in the Chase building off of Santa Fe and Hamden, but we have nothing to do with Chase. But we're in their building.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really wonderful.
So what's your email address?
Yes.
And